July 5, 2025, Cha Eun-woo has once again become a hot topic on social media. This time not because of his acting projects or stage activities, but because of the emergence of rumors that question his attitude towards the late Moonbin, his best friend and groupmate in ASTRO. However, instead of drowning in controversy, a huge wave of support poured in from her loyal fans. One of the viral posts on platform X, formerly Twitter, sparked a heated discussion after alluding that Cha Eun-woo was considered not caring friends for not posting anything about the recent Moonbin memorial event. The post immediately drew responses from many fans who vehemently denied the allegations. Cha Eun-woo attended personally on the first day of the Moonbin memorial, not to be photographed, but to truly remember his best friend, wrote an Aroha International user, including photos showing his presence at the event location discreetly and respectfully. Fans also underlined that not all acts of kindness should be indulged in public. Many of them recalled that Eun-woo is known as a person who guards his privacy and prefers to show his affection and empathy in silence. It's not that he doesn't care just because he doesn't post. He just doesn't make grief a public consumption, added a fan from Korea. The hashtags #WeStandWithEun-woo and #AlwaysWithMoonbin began to be used to show solidarity, not only for Cha Eun-woo, but also as an ongoing tribute to the much-loved Moonbin. The controversy opens up a wider discussion about how the public shouldn't judge someone's empathy just from social media. Amid the high expectations of celebrities, fans are hoping that Cha Eun-woo can stay strong and continue to get support, especially ahead of his mandatory military service that will begin later this month. With unquestionable dedication, both in his work and in the friendly relationships he maintains with his heart, Cha Eun-woo proves that sincere action doesn't always need to be indulged, it just needs to be felt. As support from the Aroha community grew, a number of large fanbase accounts also stepped in to straighten out the narrative that was starting to go off course. One of the largest accounts, at CW Projects, shared a full chronology of Cha Eun-woo's attendance at the Moonbin commemoration event on the first day, including testimonials from fans who attended live on site. They also confirmed that Eun-woo did not come to be highlighted by the media, but rather as a friend who mourned sincerely. He came without a large escort, lowered his head all the way, and did not allow excessive photographing. It was his form of respect, not absence. The account wrote in a tweet that has now been liked more than 120,000 times. Meanwhile, several fellow celebrities who know Moonbin and Eun-woo's close relationship also gave their support implicitly. The senior actor, with whom he has worked, wrote in a personal account, "You don't need to prove anything to anyone. The heart knows where it's headed." Despite not mentioning her name directly, many judged the message to be aimed at Eun-woo. Fans also reminisced about touching moments that showed the deep bond between Eun-woo and Moonbin, starting from old uploads that show their closeness since their trainee days, to videos of them looking after each other while performing on stage. The moment Eun-woo personally invited Moon Sua, Moonbin's younger sister, onto the stage during a concert a few months ago was again viral and considered a clear proof of his deep affection. Now, although the rumor still resonates in some corners of the internet, the wave of support is much greater. Many Aroha voiced hope that the public would not judge a person only by what they see on the surface. Cha Eun-woo, who has always been known to be humble and gentle-hearted, is believed to have done much for his best friend in silence, with a sincerity that doesn't need validation. With his enlistment fast approaching, fans are hoping Cha Eun-woo can live out his final days before state duty peacefully, without the burden of rumors and public pressure. "We will be waiting for you to return with a heart that remains warm, as you always do for the people you love," wrote a fan on X. Not only fans from South Korea, the international Aroha community also voiced their solidarity for Cha Eun-woo. Hashtags in various languages such as #ChungToATinchuanJunwoo, Vietnam, #SiempreConUnwoo, Spain, to #YunwooKemiPerkaya, Indonesia, had become a trending topic in each country. This wave of love and defense shows that support for Eun-woo knows no borders of countries or languages. In addition to the virtual world, the form of support is also seen directly. Some fans reportedly sent bouquets and letters of support to the Fantajo building, Eun-woo's agency, with messages of empathy. "Stay warm, we are proud of you," wrote one of the messages now circulating in the online community. Korean pop culture expert Han Ji-yoon, in an interview with Seoul Culture TV, said that this phenomenon shows the maturity of today's K-pop fandom. Fans are not only there to love an artist's work, but to stand together when their idol is misunderstood. Eunwoo's case reflects that the love and empathy of the fan community can be a great force against unfair narratives. On the other hand, the Fantajo agency has not yet given an official statement regarding the controversy. However, the source said that Eunwoo kept his activities quiet and chose not to aggravate the situation. He is reportedly focusing on preparing for a fan meeting titled The Royal on July 12, 2025, which will be his last appearance before entering the military at the end of the month. The fan meeting is also predicted to be filled with thousands of fans from all over the world, many of whom come not only to say a temporary goodbye, but also as a tangible form that love for Cha Eun-woo is much stronger than the negative voices that try to bring him down. Finally, one thing becomes clear: Cha Eun-woo is not alone. Behind her calm figure, there are millions of hearts standing with her, believing that love does not need to be shown. It is enough to be felt and remembered. In closing this round of controversy, which opened the eyes of many people to the meaning of closeness and true loyalty, Cha Eun-woo once again proved that actions are much more valuable than words thrown in cyberspace. In an entertainment world full of public expectations and social pressures, Eun-woo chooses her own path, calm, consistent, and full of integrity. Ahead of the royal fan meeting, fans have been preparing to welcome him in a special way. Some Aroha communities are reportedly preparing ** project Tribute *, which will be dedicated during the event. One of them is a video montage with the theme for Moonbin with Love, which describes Eunwoo and Moonbin's friendship journey from their trainee days to their last moment together on the ASTRO stage. It's not about proving anything to the world. It's about telling Eunwoo that we see him, appreciate him, and stand with him, said a representative of the Aroha global community that initiated the project. The project is planned to be aired before Eunwoo gives his farewell speech, as a form of double respect for Moonbin, and for Eunwoo, who has dared to stay strong. In an interaction on From Zap some time ago, Eunwoo once wrote a short but meaningful sentence: "If the only way to keep something pure is to keep it silent, then I will choose silence." Now those words are being shared again and are considered an accurate description of Eunwoo's way of expressing affection and loss. In the midst of various pressures ahead of enlistment, this fan meeting is believed to be an emotional moment, not only as a temporary separation between idols and fans, but also as a confirmation that their relationship is built on trust, not just social media uploads. And when Cha Eun-woo finally puts on his military uniform and leaves the stage for a while, he will leave not as a figure running from rumors, but as a man loved by millions for the sincerity and loyalty he keeps with all his heart. In response to the wave of love and defense from the fans, the atmosphere ahead of the fan meeting The Royal is now filled with such a strong aura of emotion and solidarity. Tickets for the event at Kyunghee University's Peace Hall were sold out in minutes, with many fans willing to fly in from overseas just to watch Cha Eun-woo's final performance before he enlists in the army. Some fans even decided to distribute additional seats for free to Aroha, who had not yet had time to get tickets, as a form of solidarity among the community.